B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Natzliach. Shiur Torah that we have, Baruch Hashem. So happy to see you guys again, to learn together. Now, I see that when I walked in, you guys stood up. Now, I want to ask you a question that's going to have to do with our shiur. Why do we stand up when a rabbi walks in? Why do we stand up?
Because he's holy.
Because he's holy? Okay,
Because
but
you're
how does
holy.
somebody know?
Because you're holy.
Holy, okay. Thank you. But what makes a rabbi holy? What makes a rabbi holy?
Because he learns Torah.
Okay,
Because
but
he
yeah, hold on.
His Torah.
Huh?
His Torah.
Okay.
So we should stand up for Torah.
We
And
stand
the
up for
Torah,
Torah.
it's like standing up to the Torah.
I
How much
see.
Torah?
I see.
you receive the Torah, you stand you.
Aha, I see. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's see if we connect all of that to this week's parasha. Here the Torah is saying Hashem spoke to Moshe in the Midbar, the wilderness, the desert. So it's telling us a specific time of when this conversation took place between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Moshe Rabbeinu. That this was the second year after Am Yisrael left Egypt. The year Moshe Rabbeinu is commanded by Hashem to count Am Yisrael. We start to see these different names where it says, these are the names of the men who shall stand before you. For the tribe of Reuven, Elitzur ben Shedur. For the tribe of Shimon, Shlumiel ben Surishadai. For the tribe of Yehuda, Nachshon ben Aminadav. For Issachar, Netanel ben Zua. For Zvulun, Eliyav ben Chelon. And it goes on for all of the other names. Now, we see a few things here. First, we see that the Torah mentions these names. Well, that's because each one of these names comes with a story, comes with a different story of who this person was. And the Gemara tells us that each one of these names represents something that happened. So, for example, for the tribe of Shimon, it says Shlumiel ben Surishadai. Who is this Shlumiel ben Surishadai? This is a person that's mentioned by a different name somewhere else in the Torah. The Gemara in Masechet Sanhedrin says that there was a person that was named Shlumiel ben Surishadai, that he was the grandson of Yaakov Avinu. He was the son of Shimon, and he lived hundreds of years, meaning he was one of the people that came down to Egypt with Yaakov Avinu. And he lived throughout the entire time of when Yosef was the viceroy of Egypt. So he saw Yosef being the king over there. He saw how Am Yisrael was doing great. We had all types of things over there. We had food, kosher food. We had all of our crops and all of our cattle and all of the things that we had when we were in leadership. But then he saw everything turned around one day, meaning that we did not have permission to wake up whenever we wanted, to eat whatever we wanted, to do whatever we wanted. Every day, one of these Egyptians would hit the Am Yisrael, go work, go lift the stones, go do this, and they would do bad things to us. But eventually, Hashem heard our cries. He heard our cries, and he took us out of Egypt. All these makot, the Egyptians destroyed. These are miracles, right? Big miracles that happened to us. And guess what? After that, we left Egypt, and Hashem split the ocean, and we went to Mount Sinai, and we all heard the voice of Hashem. We saw the words of everything that Hashem was saying was written in the sky.
What?
Yeah, we saw whatever Hashem said was written in the sky. I am Hashem, your God. Written in the sky. We saw and we heard the voice of Hashem. All of these wonderful things. So now Imagine a person that saw all of this. Not only he saw the Makot, or he saw what happened in Mount Sinai, but he also saw how we all started at the time of Yaakov Avinu. Imagine a person that saw Yaakov Avinu, Kodesh Kodeshim Yaakov Avinu. He saw him with one arrow kill 1,000 Canaanite Reshaim. Imagine that. And then he saw the plagues. Imagine that. You know who that person was? This guy right here, Shmuel, son of Surishadai. He saw all of it. He saw Yaakov Avinu, and he saw Mount Sinai. He saw Moshe Rabbeinu. He was very, very strong. He was very smart. He saw history. He was older than Moshe Rabbeinu even. He saw everything. But later on in the Torah, my little tzaddikim, he's not called the same name. You know what he's called? Zimri.
Huh? Really?
He is called Zimri. This is Zimri, who married Cosby, the Goya, the Reshait. What happened there? What happened there? You see, Zimri was the leader of the Shimon tribe. And the Shimon tribe gave him a lot of respect, and everybody gave him a lot of respect. But who was the leader of all of Am Yisrael?
Moshe.
Moshe Rabbeinu. And Zimri was jealous because Moshe Rabbeinu, when he saw that there were people going against the Torah and they were doing idol worship, he would give them death penalty, even if they were part of the Shimon tribe. And when Zimri saw this, he said, "What? You won't ask me for my permission? I'm going to go against you, Moshe Rabbeinu." He tried to take down Moshe Rabbeinu. How? He said, "Look, I'm going to marry the princess of the Goyim, Cosby, and I'm going to be the new leader." So obviously we know that Hashem punished him, and Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen killed him for doing the bad things that he did. But the point here is we see a similar lesson to what we heard about in our last shiur, where somebody can have a good start, they can come from a good family, they can learn good things, but if they don't follow the Torah, they can lose everything. Like this guy did. Because even though he knew a lot of Torah, he didn't listen to it. Now, on the other hand, we have the next one. For the tribe of Yehuda, it says Nachshon ben Aminadav. Who's Nachshon ben Aminadav?
The one that jumped into the sea.
Aye, Nachshon ben Aminadav. He was also with us in Egypt with slavery and difficulty, and seeing how the Egyptians were killing little kids and hurting Am Yisrael and doing bad things, these Reshaim, these Egyptians. But then Hashem made us miracles, took us out of Egypt. But then we got to Yam Suf, and people didn't know what to do. They looked to the right, and there was big snakes and scorpions in the desert, scary. And they looked left, even bigger snakes and scorpions and scary. And they looked behind them, there's the Egyptians, the Egyptians want to kill us. And they look in front, and there's the ocean, but nobody knows, well, how do we swim? We don't know how to swim. Millions of people are going to swim, what do we do? Nachshon ben Aminadav knew that Hashem did not take us out of Egypt with all of those miracles for no reason. He knows that Hashem is testing us. He says, "I'm going to go into the water." Yeah, but you don't know how to swim. That's not what I have to worry about. I know that Hashem does not want me to go right or left because there's all types of scorpions and snakes there. He doesn't want us to go back to Egypt. He wants us to move forward. So I'm moving forward and to show Hashem that I believe in Him.